The year is 105 AD. You're a Roman citizen from a quiet provincial town, but today you find yourself standing in a dusty frontier camp, nervously tugging at the edge of your tunic. You've reached the army recruitment post, and there's no going back now. Maybe you're chasing honor, maybe you're after regular pay, or maybe you're simply looking for any excuse to leave your sleepy hometown behind. Whatever your reason, this is your first step into the highly disciplined and surprisingly bureaucratic world of the Roman military. Wanting to join is easy. Getting accepted? That's another matter. Before you even think about wielding a sword, you undergo a thorough inspection. An officer sizes you up, maybe gives you a jab or two, checking for broad shoulders, strong limbs, a healthy frame, and no foul odors. Ideally, you're around 6 Roman feet tall, about 177 centimeters, that's the standard. But if you show promise, they might let that slide. No deformities, no illnesses, no sensory issues allowed. Sharp eyes and sharp ears are essential, and unless you're re-enlisting, you need to be relatively young. Past that? Good. Next up, the interview. First, you prove you're a Roman citizen and confirm your age. Then the questions begin. Can you read or write? Ever laid bricks, hunted game, swung a hammer? The recruiter takes notes, not just on your skills, but on how you carry yourself, your manners, even your sense of humor. They're not just looking for brawn, they want discipline, potential, and the ability to function as part of a well-oiled machine. Apparently you made the cut, because now you're sworn in. You recite the sacramentum, the military oath of loyalty, in front of a local commander. In return, you receive a signing bonus and get assigned to a unit. It's a decent sum, enough for new boots or to send some money home. But don't get too excited. Deductions for gear, lodging, and food will eat into that bonus, and every future paycheck. Some recruits even celebrate, drinking, feasting, and gambling away their bonus that same night. You might join in, might as well enjoy it, because things are about to get much, much harder. This isn't the part where you grab a sword and march into battle, not yet. First, you go to training camp. When you arrive, you're tired, probably hungry, definitely overwhelmed, but training waits for no one. The first thing you learn, how to march. Not just casually. These are long, grueling marches across brutal terrain in full gear under the sun, in the rain, through mud. You'll march until your legs burn and then march some more. It's all about discipline, cohesion, and building leg muscles that feel carved from marble. You might cover 30 kilometers in a day, shield on your back, weapons clanking, and zero tolerance for falling behind. Then comes swimming. Yes, swimming. You're expected to cross rivers without bridges or boats, staying close to your unit. Never learned as a kid? Too bad. Now it's sink or swim, literally. You'll also learn how to cross rope bridges, float gear on rafts, and keep your weapon dry while wading chest deep through icy water. Combat training is next. You're handed a wooden sword and shield, both heavier than the real thing. Why? To build strength and precision. So when you do pick up actual weapons, they feel light in your hands. You drill stances, thrusts, parries, and quick changes in formation. Eventually you're given javelins, also weighted, and even slings for mid-range fighting. Roman legionaries were expected to be versatile, deadly, and quick to adapt. Training is relentless. You wake up before sunrise, and your day includes marching, fighting, running, and, more marching. But soldiering isn't all swords and glory. You'll learn how to dig latrines, build roads, chop timber, repair fortifications, and set up camp. Every Roman legionary is a fighter, but also a laborer, a builder, a cook, and sometimes a medic. These tasks aren't glamorous, but Rome runs on soldiers who can build as well as destroy. You'll be taught how to pitch a tent, clean your gear, ration food and water, and even care for the wounded. Your kit includes everything from entrenching tools to spare sandals, because honestly, one blister can ruin an entire march. After 4 to 6 months of this, you're considered battle-ready. That doesn't mean training stops, not at all. In fact, in peaceful provinces, drills often intensify. A bored legionary is a dangerous one. So what happens now? If you're illiterate and don't have any specialized skills, you'll likely spend your career as a standard foot soldier. You'll fight, march, train, and do the dirty jobs, but it's honest work, and if you survive, you'll retire after 20 to 25 years with land, citizenship if you didn't already have it, and a pension. But if you've got a useful trade, say carpentry, blacksmithing, medicine, or you prove especially capable, you might be promoted to immunis. That means you're exempt from the worst manual labor, and you get paid more. Immunes include surveyors, hunters, instructors, engineers, and more. The Army values anyone who can fix, build, heal, or organize. You might also get assigned to special teams handling scouting, logistics, or construction. And if you can read and write, jackpot. Literacy is gold in the Roman army. It opens the door to administrative roles, bookkeeping, record-keeping, even chronicling campaigns. Perform well and promotions follow. But don't get cocky, you're still a soldier. And yes, your tent mates will give you grief for scribbling while they dig. Speaking of tent mates, your contubernium, the 7 men you bunk with, they're your brothers in arms. You march, sleep, eat, fight, and joke together. You share supplies, watch each other's backs, and maybe a lice comb or two. Some even pool money to help the family of a fallen comrade, so don't argue over who snores. As years pass, you might climb the ranks. Promotions in the Roman army don't follow a straight path, but if you're competent, lucky, and know how to lead, you could become a junior officer. Maybe a tesserarius, who manages guard duty and drills, or a signifer, the standard bearer and treasurer, or a cornicin sounding signals on a curved horn. But the real milestone is optio, the centurion's right hand. To be an optio, you need sharp thinking, organization, and leadership. You'll oversee logistics, manage supplies, enforce discipline, run drills, and keep things moving. If your centurion falls in battle, you take command. That means you're also doing paperwork, handling supply lists, monitoring transport, and keeping the food coming. You might gather intelligence or coordinate with auxiliary units. It's a job with real responsibility and real risk. And if you do all that well, you might become a centurion. Now, you command 80 legionaries. You lead from the front, sword drawn, voice raised above the din of battle. That leadership comes with a cost. Centurions often have the highest casualty rates. But off the battlefield, you're also an administrator, handing out leave, judging disputes, overseeing construction, and keeping order. But the prestige, the pay, the respect, all yours. Prove yourself again and again, and you'll climb further through the ranks of the legion, perhaps even to Primus Pilus, the senior centurion of the first cohort. Trusted by generals, respected by all. It's the highest rank a commoner can realistically reach. Above that, you're in aristocrat territory. Positions like tribunus or legatus go to men from wealthy senatorial families. A centurion may rise, but a general? That requires a toga and the right bloodline. Still, retiring as a centurion or primus pilus? That's no small feat. If you live long enough, avoid disgrace and play your cards right, you leave with a pension, land, and your name etched in the legacy of Rome's military machine. Not bad for someone who just wanted to get out of town.